Welcome friends to another episode. Today let us look into how to dehusk and split redgram. Redgram in India is also known as toor dal, and it's one of the staple foods of most of the Indians, and it's rich in protein. However, normally this is eaten after dehulling and splitting the toor dal. So let us investigate into how we can process the toor dal. The way it is done is initially for a day, after picking it from the plant and removing the outer cover from the bean, it will be put into the sun to dry for another 2 to 3 hours, and then this will be immersed in water for around 12 hours. I normally put it at evening 7 p.m. and by morning 7 a.m. The bean would have swollen at least 2 to 3 times of its original size. This is the original size. It would have swollen much bigger. Once it is swollen, we will start the remaining processing. The water that is used by me is RO water. Basically because normal tap water and borewell water would be having calcium or other minerals dissolved in it, and the TDS of such water would be very high. And I feel that soft water or RO water would be percolating into the bean shell much faster than hard water. Friends, here is a comparison of unprocessed beans versus the processed beans. So this is raw, just I got it from the plant. So you can see that the skin is so hard it doesn't come off. Now, as I earlier told, what we will be doing is we will immersing it in the water for around 12 hours or so and put it in the sunlight for drying out. So when it dries, you can see the bean will be soft, but still the husk will not be coming out. Now, if you really have good sunlight for at least one day, this is how the second day's bean would be looking like. So here you can see it as dried and come back to its original shape and size. So here it's still drying off. Now if you see just by using my hand I can dehusk it. See, the husk becomes loosened by this process. See, this is how we'll be processing toor dal to get the internal bean or the actual dal from this, or the red gram. So the red gram will be actually red in color, as you can see here, but once it's skinned out, see how easily the skin goes. Just I am crushing it in my hand and the skin goes and comes. So the remaining process I will be showing. For even drying, you have to agitate the beans occasionally, so that all the sides get equal amount of sunlight. Okay friends, here is the last step in pre-processing of the beans. Once these beans are hard enough and they are actually cracking open, what we need to do is we can apply a bit of oil. It's like in a ton they use around 10 gram of oil. It can be any vegetable oil as per what I have experienced. So with that, what happens is beans will be breaking open very fast like this. So here in this container I have a bit of oil. What I will do is I will take it to my hand and I will massage it into this beans. I will do that and then show you. Friends, this is how the massaging is done. you need to use both the hands for this process. Right now I am holding the camera, so it's difficult for me to do that. So I already completed that process. So once the oil massage is done, you can see a tiny glow coming up on the beans. The advantage of using oil in this is the oil slightly percolates into the bean, and thereby cracking the shell becomes much easier than just by using water. It's so easy. Okay. And when I reach the next step, I'll show you the next one. This is the stone we'll be using to grind the redgram. So it has two sections, as you can see. I'm just removing the top part. You can see it like this. These stones are sold on its size for a home use or for a minimalistic use of around probably 30 to 40 kgs. This type of stone is more than enough. So it's almost like having a radius of 4 inches. Now there is some settings that can be done to this stone to make the processing much faster. Normally these stones come with zero gap in between, so that you can grind even rice or wheat in this one. Here for processing redgram, it's advised to have a small gap, so that the grain, when it falls on the lower part, will be rubbing on the top part, and then on the top part of here, and then it should be just coming out through the sides. So if you can increase the height of this one, this small knob here, you will get a small gap wherein the beans will be dehusked more effectively with lesser breakages. For this, what I have done is I have used one washer, one nut, and another washer on top. This is not a standard height. This height should be found experimentally. For me this suits, for you it may be different. Now I'll place the top stone on top of this and start the process. So I'll be filling the grinder with redgram. So you have to fill the side like this, and now you can start rotating it. You can see the dal going down from here, and the same coming out through the side. So the friction causes dal to break down like this. The splitting will happen along with the dehusking. So this is how for redgram dehusking and splitting is done. Friends, this is how I am doing the winnowing process. I have a fan and I put the split bean into this one, and what I'll be showing is I'll be showing this into the airflow. So once I show it in the airstream, this is what happens. You can see the dal falls down, and all the husk and powder will be blown far like this. So this is how on a small scale at a cottage level dal will be processed. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. If you have a comment, please put out the comment. If you like the video, give a thumbs up. Thank you.